Hello everyone in YouTube land, we love our some back here as always. Alright, wow. This is going to be just a video on Resident Evil 7. This has to be its own video. I'm going to post my thoughts on the games that I thought looked really cool at Microsoft and Ubisoft's press conference. Obviously, EA's and Bethesda's were yesterday, but this is just focusing on Resident Evil 7. Wow, I don't even know what to say. This is just my initial reactions, raw, real reactions. And what I just saw of the first reveal of the trailer, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was looking at before it popped up Resident Evil 7 at the end. I didn't know what I was looking at. I don't think a lot of people did at all. I don't think Resident Evil's popping up their head at all. It looked like obviously it looks like a horror game. You're like, what is this? A guy answers a phone, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what? Then you're starting like, what the hell? It looks all moody and bleak and dirty and grimy. It just looks really yeah, it's really dirty. And I'll get to that later. This guy, he's like looks like a cabin. It looks like a cabin in the woods. No pun intended, no relation to the movie Cabin in the Woods or whatever. But it just looks like a cabin in the woods. Something we've seen in tons of horror movies and games and stuff. We've seen cabin in, Evil Dead, and like I said, Evil Dead 2 and Cabin in the Woods, and we also seen a cabin Resident Evil remake. I mean, we've seen tons of cabins in the Friday the 13th movies also, and so this is a usual thing in horror. It's a trope in horror, but yeah, he was walking through a cabin and looking at all this dirty dishes and food and rotting food and just gross stuff. It looks gross and disturbing. And then just a bunch of random shit flashes and all that, and you're like, what the fuck is this? And then you see like a bunch of random people. You don't know who they are, obviously. Obviously it's in first person. And it does look like PT. It looks like PT and Outlast and all those types of games, those first person horror games. And then obviously at the end it flashes Resident Evil 7. Very, creative in a creative way, we know. Roman numerals 7. So, but I didn't know it was Resident Evil at first. At first I thought it was the new Friday the 13th game. That's what I thought. Why would I think that? I don't know. I mean, I don't know when that game's coming out, whatever, but yeah, it's an indie game. But anyways, that's what I thought. I thought it was an indie game. Because at one point in the trailer, you see someone walk by a hallway or whatever. You're like, is that Jason? What is this? What is this game? But anyways, the whole trailer just, yeah, it didn't scream Resident Evil at all to me. I understand, and they're calling it Resident Evil 7. Why? It looks like a straight up reboot. It literally looks like a fucking reboot. I don't see Jill, Chris, Wesker, Barry, Rebecca. I don't see no one at all. Did I say Jill? Yeah, I don't see no one. Like you're just new, which is fine. New characters. That's what I wanted in Resident Evil, like a Resident Evil reboot. All new characters. Maybe they stumble upon the Spencer Mansion or something like that. But who knows where this is taking place at? But anyways, yeah, and just because a setting in a horror game or a horror movie is dirty doesn't make it scary. It doesn't really make it scary at all. It's just kind of like, it's gross, whatever. Dirty dishes and rotting food and all that stuff, and you're in a kitchen and all that, and it just doesn't really creep me out. It just kind of grosses. I think it grosses people out more than it creeps them out. And there's like bugs or whatever on there. The setting is alright, I guess. I don't know. It looks generic. The game does look kind of westernized a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, we don't know what the story is. And also a big important thing, big elephant in the room, is that it supports VR. It's not a VR exclusive Resident Evil game. I think it's going to be playable on normal PS4. But another good question is this exclusive to PS4? because I didn't see this at Microsoft's press conference or anything else. Is this a timed exclusive? Is this going to be an Xbox One? Is this going to be an X? Who the fuck knows? There's just a lot of there's a lot of questions with this trailer. But post your comments down below on what you think about Resident Evil 7 VR game. But like I said, it's not exclusive to VR. We'll have to wait and see more about this, the characters, the story, all that stuff. You know, the setting. What's this going to be about? We did see some zombies in the trailer though, so we'll just have to wait and see. But I am kind of disappointed that it looks too much like PT and Outlast and all those types of games. But yeah. Post your comments down below what you think about this. So, I have more videos coming soon. So, E3, yes. Peace out. Later. Bye.